What's up, everybody? Tomorrow is Season 4 Reloaded of Black Ops 6 in Warzone, so of course we're getting patch notes. Try to ignore the mess behind me. Parents are visiting. Had to move fiance out of the guest room, which she uses her office. Put stuff in my office. Anyways, speaking of which, tomorrow I won't be live for the Reloaded update like I typically am on season updates and reload updates. So if you're looking for a great streamer with great vibes and a good community, check out my friend Breakfast Bot. I'll put his Twitch link down below. He'll probably be live tomorrow. He's usually live on Wednesdays and for the updates, so he should be live tomorrow. But I do have my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, single player channel all linked down below if you want to support me or anyone else or any of that interests you. And I'll link the Warzone patch notes down below if you want to check them out for yourself, and the multiplayer and zombies patch notes because I won't be going over them. And if you want to see those will be linked down below as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and look at the patch notes. We did do an Intel drop video. I'll link the Intel drop and the video down below. We're pretty light on content. So this is really just going to be about changes to gameplay mechanics, weapons, etc. Beavis and Butthead events coming. In Verdansk, the train now has a buy station and a UAV tower. The UAV tower is not in ranked. There's a new Havoc Royale mode, which we talked about more in the video on the Intel drop. So go check that out if you want to know more. But it's 44 players, so it's 11 quads, 15-minute matches. Buy station is limited. Each round has a modifier. There's special finale modifiers. Resurgence Casual, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's quads, it's 12 players, it's 32 bots. And ranked Resurgence Ranked is back, and it will run in parallel with BR Ranked. Playlist update, we do get regular solos back. We have no trios mode in either BR or Resurgence unless you want to play Ranked. Plunder, Havoc, Casual has solo and quads, and Resurgence Casual has quads. Ranked play, you can check out Ranked Play for yourself. Me and my friends have not been playing it, so I'm just not worried about it. More ranked stuff. Loot and economy in all modes. All Season 4 weapons are now available as ground loot across all core modes. I guess that means also the reloaded weapons. Battle Royale is getting a care package back. In the care package, you can get Specialist, Hand Cannon, Bunker Buster, Armor Satchel, Self-Revive, Door Barricade, Ammo Box, or Armor Box. I think that's the only way to get a Bunker Buster currently. I don't want to see them at all, but if you have to get them in care package, you can't get them in loot, it's better than having them in the loot or the buy stations. For Resurgence and Plunder, here's your lootable perks: Shrouded, Irradiated, Loot Master, Cold-Blooded, Reactive Armor, and Bird's Eye. There has been some contract adjustments for BR. Most Wanted contracts will now only spawn after the first circle has ended, and contract reveal timing. So these are the circles that are the last circles that these specific contracts will spawn. They will spawn in any circles before them, but Bomb Plant Supply Run stops spawning after circle 3, although I think Supply Run should be whole game low-key because it's the best way for people to regain. Most Wanted, Bounty, and Big Game Bounty will stop appearing after circle 4. Most Wanted contracts will not only begin appearing after the first circle is ended, but they will have the monetary payout for killing the most wanted target. Not for completing it if it's your contract, but for ending someone else's contract. New in Resurgence and Plunder is the lootable perk Loot Master, which just gives you a higher chance to find more loot. That's all. Reactive armor now regenerates up to full armor over 35 seconds, which might make it actually worth using. Tracker gets huge nerfs with the total mark targets from going down from 5 to 1. The close and mid-range duration is now down to 1 second, and the long-range duration is down to 3 seconds. Grenadier equipment is now deployed faster. Health regeneration delay from explosives reduced from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. Grenadier is actually a pretty decent perk. I think I'm just going to stick with Survivor and Perk 1. But Bomb Squad reduction now applies to self-inflicted explosive damage. Explosive damage increased from 30 to 45%. That's a big buff for Bomb Squad. It's another pretty decent perk, but I will probably still stick to Survivor. Restock equipment regeneration time increased from 50 seconds to 60 seconds. I don't know that many people using Restock. Scavenger, the amount of cash decreased from 1,500 to 1,000. It's still a good perk for ammo and plates. It's still a decent perk. I still think it's number 2 behind Survivor. Reflex is the explosive delay time increased from 1.5 seconds to 1.6 seconds. New weapons, the Olympia goes into special weapons like the Siren, so it's like a secondary double barrel shotgun and melee weapon. New attachments, the SVD full auto mod turns the SVD essentially into an assault rifle. The TR2, which is actually the FAL, CQB auto conversion turns it into an SMG, and that's going to come in the COD Tunes event. Gulag, the pistol rounds, the pistols now have a Kepler Microflex, a compensator, extended mag. I'm really happy about the Microflex because the GS45, the visual recoil is just so hard to see. If you're shooting fast, they changed up the default loadouts. I'm not going to spend time reading them because most people aren't running the default loadouts. They're using their own. So like all of the primary weapons in Black Ops 6 got a bunch of attachment changes. Most of them are useless attachments except on most of the guns. The gain twist barrel did get a small bullet velocity increase. You can see on the AK it's from 40 to 45%. And then some of them will have the lightweight stock or the no stock being buffed or the balanced stock. But other than that, it's mostly attachments that people do not use, and it's like all the ARs. I'll point out any other nerfs and buffs here that aren't just these attachments, but for the most part, it's just some attachments. The Krig 6, or the Krig C, we did have the Krig 6 before, had all of its damage ranges reduced, its arm multiplier decreased, its aim down sight movement speed decreased, its sprint to fire speed increased. Its bullet velocity decreased, its flinch resistance reduced. The only thing that changes the TTK here is the small arm. Sorry about that. The small arm multiplier decreasing is the only thing that changes the TTK. And then, of course, the damage range pushes the TTK drop-offs closer. But I still think it's going to be the meta. It didn't get any more recoil. And it got a lot of the other buffs that all these attachments got. Model L. Same thing, XM4. The MCW got its damage ranges pushed out, its mid damage buffed, and its long range damage nerfed. It's just a rebalance, and headshot multiplier was decreased, upper and lower torso multipliers decreased. Overall, it's a bit of a nerf. People weren't using it, I don't think. STG had its close range damage buffed and its medium and long range damage buffed, as well as less gun kick and visual recoil. It could be something fun to play with. We could see. Could sneak in the meta. I doubt it though. M13B had all of its damages and damage ranges buffed, as well as its bullet velocity buffed, but its headshot, upper torso multipliers, lower torso and leg multipliers all nerfed. Its aim down sight speed buffed. Its aim down sight speed reduced. Or its aim down sight movement speed, buffed. Its aim down sight speed reduced. Reduced gun kick, reduced visual. I don't see that coming into the meta either. And then the MW4 had the M4 had its Jack Harbinger kit buffed. People aren't really using that. Like I said, all the primary weapons got these attachment buffs. So we're just gonna scroll past them. Check them out for yourself if you want, but they're usually attachments people don't use. The LC10 did not get nerfed, which it probably should have been. So I think we're still going to have Krig LC10 and HDR as the meta, unfortunately. Let's see. I know there's MW2 SMGs. Yep, AMR9, the double barrel kit got nerfed. I'm not sure why, although the leg multipliers increased and the damage range penalty was removed, but the minimum and medium damage ranges got nerfed. People aren't really using this, and I don't see this getting into the meta. The Striker had its close range damage. Close range pushed out, but its medium and minimum or long range damage is nerfed. But its headshot multiplier, upper torso and lower torso multipliers were all the headshot and the upper torso multipliers were increased. The lower torso multipliers decreased. Medium damage range 2 removed and reduced visual recoil. The Striker's always been kind of hanging in there ever since the BO6 integration, but I don't think it's necessarily worth using. The Bass P got all of its damage range damages buffed. But its headshot multiplier was decreased, as well as its lower leg and torso multipliers were decreased. Its aim down sight move speed was increased. Its medium damage ranges 2 and 3 were removed, and it has reduced gun kick and reduced visual recoil. Maybe it's something fun to play with. I don't see it being in the meta. The Lockman Shroud, the Jack Decimator, damage ranges actually got pushed out and buffed. That's a little surprising. This thing has always been kind of sneaky, really good, and now it'll kill even farther away. The Vaznev got all of its damages buffed, as well as its maximum medium damage ranges. Its headshot multiplier and upper and lower torso multipliers were decreased, though, and its aim down sight speed was increased, which is a buff. The medium damage range 2 and 3 were removed, and there's reduced gun kick, reduced visual recoil. Something that could be fun to play with, but I don't see it being meta. Same thing with the Vel. It got very similar. It got all of its damage and damage ranges buffed. But upper torso and lower torso multipliers decreased, medium damage range 2 removed, reduced gun kick, visual recoil. Same thing. I don't think it'll be in the meta. Could be something fun just to switch it up. Shotguns got all their attachments as well. And then you have the Reclaimer 18 with its ranges all buffed, its medium damage range buffed, damage buffed, and an aim down sight move speed buffed. I hope it's not meta. I hope it's not annoying. It's been something that's been kind of good, but kind of not really talked about, and I hope it doesn't get any more talked about. And then the Jack Jawbreaker kit for the broadside got buffed. All Black Ops 6 LMG's flinch resistance has been improved. The Fang's ADS was improved, and a bunch of useless attachments. The GPM G7 had its lower torso and leg multipliers buffed. Its aim down sight moves. Its aim down sight speed improved. And then a bunch of attachments. The PU-21, which stinks, had its lower torso and leg multiplier increased, and its aim down sight speed improved. The XMG had its headshot multiplier, its upper torso multiplier both increased. Its aim down sight speed improved, and its sprint to fire speed improved. The XMG has always been like good. It was kind of like meta adjacent at one point. Maybe it's a little better now, but it's probably not going to be. People don't tend to like to use LMGs. The Bruin MK9, its Jack Shadow Titan kit was buffed. AEK, DM10, SX Model 7, SWAT 56, all attachment stuff, TR2, Sarkov, and then the MCW 6.8 from Modern Warfare 3, its full auto conversion, had its minimum damage decreased, maximum damage range increased, headshot multiplier increased, lower torso and leg multipliers increased, aim down sight move speed increased, magazine size increased, and medium damage range 1 removed. Snipers. With this update, we're focused on the sniper class by bringing several options and transforming the Victus XMR into an infinite range one-shot headshot weapon. These changes are designed to give each sniper a distinct role and support a variety of playstyles. We'll be keeping a close eye on performance and community feedback to maintain balance and keep the class engaging. AMR-10 had a bunch of attachments buffed. The HR changed, so did the HDR. So did the LR762, so did the Frost line, so did the SVD, and it's getting that full auto kit. The Cat AMR bullet velocity was increased a little bit, and the aim down sight speed was improved a little bit. The Moors had its damage ranges buffed as well as its minimum damage. Lower torso multiplier was increased, and medium damage range 1 removed. The FJX Imperium had its maximum damage range buffed, and its minimum damage range buffed, and then its maximum damage range damage was also buffed. The MCPR 300 had all of its ranges buffed, as well as leg multiplier increase and aim down sight speed improved. The Victus XMR now has infinite headshot range, which is awesome to have another option there. Bullet velocity was decreased a lot though, which sucks. Aim down sight speed improved, medium damage range 1 removed, and decreased flinch resistance. The HDR is still going to be the sniper to go to. The pistols also had their attachments updated. The special weapons for the Siren had lightweight foregrip, idle sway increased from 60 to 65%, and the nail gun ammo count was increased. UI, UX, helicopter icons. Enemy helicopters will now display an icon even when flying at extreme altitudes directly above the player. Previously, these icons would disappear if the helicopter was too high. Advanced splash settings. Added new accessibility options for in-game splash notifications, allowing players to customize their experience based on personal preference or need. Players can now adjust position, center or right, visibility on or off. That might be something interesting to play with. And then I don't think that there is any bugs that are super important. Fixed issue where loadout weapons could spawn after a player was bought back. That one's just something to note, but there's no super big game-breaking issues or ones that were really common. So those are the patch notes. Unfortunately, it looks like our meta is going to be the exact same, and there's no other content really coming, so it's not much of an update. So I guess I'm not too sad that I'm missing update day, but hopefully you're more optimistic than I am. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you like this type of content and you want to see it first. And like I said, comment down below what your thoughts are on this update. We don't have a lot of content coming, and there's no new weapons coming, and the meta looks like it's probably going to be the same. So let me know what you think about all that down below, and I will see you on Verdansk. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.